Good morning, Texas. I'm Cassandra Jaramillo. Thank you so much for joining us on this first episode of the semester. It feels great to be back.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, I can't believe I'm already here in my junior year, you know, and I feel so old.
And I'm a senior, about to graduate in May. It's crazy. And for those of us who are stepping onto the 40 acres for the first time, we welcome you with open arms, but it only seems necessary you properly earn your keep. Our Sandy Marin went out to put some freshmen to the test with some UT trivia.
How many Bevo bucks equal $1? To the math major.
I say like 300.
300 Bevo bucks equal to $1?
What?
1.5.
1.5 Bevo bucks equal $1. If Bevo is a longhorn, then what's Belo?
Below?
Yeah, Belo. B-E-L-O.
Female longhorn? A female cow. I don't know.
The cow? I don't know, man. Is that a girl long? No, that's not a girl longhorn. Is that a girl steer? His wife?
Finish the sentence out for me. Por favor, no cruce enfrente.
Mis amigos.
Buse? Bus?
The eyes of Texas are upon you all the livelong day.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away.
Hey,
Do not think you can escape them. At night, early in the morn.
yeah. The eyes of Texas are upon you.
Till Gabriel blows his horn.
Woo!
Cameron, I was actually pretty impressed at how well the freshmen knew their trivia.
Oh yeah, I don't think as a freshman I could get many of those questions right.
I know.
I mean, even as a junior, I don't know if I could get those right now.
Exactly, but they seem so excited and they know their
Absolutely, yeah.
stuff. I think they've been amping up the gear at going to Texas or something
yeah.
because they're learning a whole lot
Yeah,
now.
it's such an exciting time. I'm so excited for all the new freshmen. But now that we're getting back into the swing of things, it's probably best we start off the year strong with some good habits.
Yes, like one habit that I have is I have to start my morning drinking coffee. If I, don't have my cup of joe in the morning, I'm really lethargic. By 3 p.m. I'm kind of scary.
Yeah. Coffee is like my elixir for the day, so I'm sure it's for many college students. Sleeping enough is also, a big deal. I mean, I can't get enough sleep in college.
Oh, absolutely. And too many people are, only sleeping 4 hours. They're staying up late studying, waking up early for that 8 a.m. class. And in addition to sleeping enough, you also have to eat right. So, I know Mom always said to eat your veggies all the time, but you have to make sure you include those in your diet.
Yeah, also lots of, exercise. It all works together, and that exercise is crucial. And I think bringing that all together and wrapping it up for a great day, you have to get your food, you have to get your exercise in, get your coffee.
Yeah, because when you exercise, it clears your mind. Several college students are dealing with a lot of stress every day. They're dealing with internships, classes, and it can be a lot when you're a freshman and it's all coming on to you for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just being interactive socially is a huge thing. I mean, college is the time to meet all these amazing people that are going to be in your life, and don't take it too far, don't be partying too much or anything, but definitely get out there and be social.
And speaking of interacting socially, there is one club on the 40 acres where you must be 21 or over, and they say anyone can drink beer, but that it takes intelligence to enjoy it. Well, that's exactly what one group of students on the campus aims to do. We caught up with a UT organization that's crafting you a lesson in chemistry and the college kids' favorite beverage.
We started this club from the ground up, just me and a couple of friends that I had, volunteering our time and money.
The club kind of sells itself. I mean, it's a beer club, so who wouldn't want to join?
Future Brewers Club is one of UT's newest creative clubs that reaches out to the perfect community, college students. GMTX shared a pint with some of its members at Pint House Pizza and Brew Pub.
We mostly mostly just bring speakers in to make everyone aware of what the industry is like, because there's so many opportunities out there. But also we do brewery tours, and then we have this thing kind of like bring a six-pack and everyone samples beers, and it's just a social thing. It's fun.
One of my goals is that everyone who's interested in beer, wants to learn more about beer and brewing, finds this club and is able to join and participate.
I like that we go to breweries. We actually go visit local breweries, so that actually helps like the local economy.
The club teaches students that you can mix a scientific lesson into your favorite ale.
It's just a good chance for beer to become both educational and academic. Depending on how much you know about beer and how much you know about science and cooking, it's either a simpler or a much more complex process than you think it is. There's a million different variations you can make.
I'm an advertising major. It'd be super fun to work for a brewery.
I think it's really important that people know that beer is more than just something that you can drink. It's a hobby, it's a science, it's an art, and it's possibly a career.
Cameron Signs, Good Morning Texas.
Me too. Fun to do, you know. I got to go to a local pub and just talk with these guys that started this really unique club.
Yeah,
for college.
where were you again?
It was at Pint House Pizza and Brew Pub. Yeah, it's just north of campus. It was just like a really fun atmosphere. I got to talk to a lot of the people that were, you know, trying all the different beers, and then the Future Brewers Club was there, and you know, they were getting involved and talking to the brewers and everything. So it was a really fun package to do.
Yeah,
So.
it was. It was a great piece.
Yeah. If you don't have any weekend plans, we have them for you. We're giving away 5 pairs of tickets courtesy of Screen Gems to see The Perfect Guy, which opens in theaters this Friday. In order to win, tweet us what characteristics your perfect guy or girl would have, followed by hashtag #ThePerfectGuy and hashtag GMTX to be entered to win.
So Cameron, I know the movie's called The Perfect Guy, but what characteristics are in your perfect girl? Or woman, I should say. Woman, yeah.
You know, you can never say the perfect girl because, you know, when she walks into your life, you're just gonna know.
Oh,
I mean, the perfect girl is not somebody that just you imagine. She just comes into your life and you know.
so sweet.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, stay tuned. Still to come, your top stories and a look at this week's weather forecast.
Thanks for watching Good Morning Texas. Keep it here on Texas Student Television. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We have reporter Ali Triolo in the News and Weather Center. What's happening in the news this week, Ali?
Biden hints at presidential bid. Hillary Clinton has led the polls as the Democratic frontrunner, but could that change soon? This week, Joe Biden responded to a citizen's question in Pittsburgh asking if he was going to run for president in the 2016 election. Biden said, "You got to talk to my wife," hinting to America that the possibility is on his mind. Biden made the remark to a crowd of 200 union workers where he presented a loose presidential pitch on progressive policies focused on the middle class. A Kentucky clerk released from jail. Yesterday, Kim Davis was freed after being sent to jail for her refusal to issue marriage licenses to gay couples. The Kentucky clerk spent 6 days behind bars for being in contempt of court. Meanwhile, her co-workers issued all couples marriage licenses. Republican presidential candidate Mike Huckabee defended Kim Davis and attended a rally with her supporters, calling Kim, quote, incredibly brave. Germany opens borders to migrants. Germany opened borders from the Middle East, Africa, and elsewhere over the weekend. The country is expected over 800,000 refugees to cross into Germany by the end of 2015. The county is spending $6.6 billion to cope with this surge, especially after Hungary held up migrants trying to pass through their country this study. In the study, immigrants are less likely to engage in violence. A recent UT research found that immigrant teens are significantly less likely to engage in violent behaviors, crime and drug use. Then their U.S.-born peer, social work professor Christopher Salas-Wright, led the study. Researchers found that immigrant youths are less likely to binge drink, sell drugs, use cannabis, possess guns, or engage in other violent behaviors than their U.S.-born counterparts.
Thanks, Allie. You know, the presidential 2016 race is looking really interesting.
Oh, it's been so dramatic. I mean, this summer, just every week there's something that's one of the candidates, you know, is saying or freaking out about or attacking each other. I just can't believe how crazy it's been.
And I think Joe Biden's kind of teasing Americans. You know, he keeps saying, no, maybe ask my wife, playing around. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. There's a GOP debate coming up, though, next week.
Yeah, that should be interesting to watch. I mean, get some of their, I know that they already had one, but it's interesting to see where they're all at on their policies. And, you know, they can all be so similar that it's hard to see what they are really trying to get down to and do for the country.
I believe it's going to be on September 16th, next Wednesday on CNN. And Allie, how is the weather looking like for this week?
Well, we had a sunny start to the week, but it's about to change. Pack your umbrella because today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there is a 30% chance of rain or higher. True to Texas form, no jackets will be needed as the temperature will maintain in the high 90s for the rest of today. You can expect a high of 96 degrees with a low of 74 degrees, coupled with the 40% chance of rain. Thursday will cool down a bit into the low 90s, followed by the mid 70s at night. Prepare to wade through puddles because there's a 60% chance of rain. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will have a high of 90 degrees and dip into the high 60s in the evening. It is predicted to rain on Friday and Saturday too, but you can expect to see some sun on Sunday. That's your news and weather update for this week. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Although I can't say I'm too thankful for, you know, the rain that's coming up or the, you know, the temperatures that are staying high, but it should be a nice change, I think, with the rain. Hopefully it'll cool things down a little bit.
I hope so, but I hope the rain stays away for the game this weekend.
Right,
yeah.
The first big game of the year, so
I know.
We gotta get all the fans out there.
Yes, we do. And when we come back, one UT student is showing us some places that you'll go.
Like the book?
Not quite. Stay tuned to see.
Stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. This morning in studio we have UT student Daniel Sahad. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. So I know you've been making music for quite some time, but when did you first get interested in the industry?
Okay, well, you see, I took lessons when I was very young, when I was like 8 years old, but I stopped by middle school. And then when I came back to college, there's a piano at every dorm.
Right, yeah.
And so I would just start practicing, you know, kind of like whether to slow down or to help me just cope with something, or if it just made me happy, made me feel good. And so I started practicing there. Eventually I started singing a little bit. I didn't even know I could sing. Didn't think at the time that I could. But I practiced a lot, and now 4 years later, I'm here now. Like, I started producing in my room at that time, around my sophomore year, and now I'm here.
And now, what are you studying? Because it's not music, right? Are you in the School of Music?
I'm public relations. I'd like to do
Interesting.
something with publicity, yeah, and business foundations. But I'd like to do something with publicity and in media or music, both. So.
Yeah, and now, from what I know, you interned at Capitol Records, correct?
I did.
Tell me about that.
I interned there my sophomore year. It's one of the going to move out to LA was one of the craziest experiences of my life, and it was so exciting. Everything was new, everything was different, and no, I loved every second of it. I worked in the marketing department doing brand partnerships.
Oh wow!
So mostly managed people's calendars. People like Coldplay, Emily Sandé, Sebastian Ingrosso. And at the time, that was when Bastille they had just discovered Bastille. So their EP was floating around the office, but nobody thought anything of it at the time. But
now, was your internship with Capitol Records a catalyst for creating music, or had you always been?
I definitely say so. And I was surrounded by literally the greatest of music, of all time. And seeing records of like Nat King Cole and Frank Sinatra on the walls and looking at his microphone, that's definitely my catalyst to what it is I am now. Because that's when I was living in California. That's when I actually started writing my own music at nighttime. Whenever I'd go to work during the day, and at night I would work on my own.
And what was your inspiration for your album, and what is your album called, or what you're working on?
All right, so my album's called Love and War, and my inspiration for Love and War, it's pretty much things that I feel very deeply. I know that sounds kind of silly, but these are matters that people kind of try to gloss over. Sometimes they try to suppress, and I'm trying to bring them into the front. Things that maybe battling time when times are hard, and having to say goodbye to a friend, or having to, or even just being happy, celebrating life and love and its existence in general, but things that actually I felt mattered to me. And I created this with a unique blend of genres, and because I pull from a lot of different influences that aren't connected at all. I'm talking bands as far as like Kings of Leon to Alt J to Kid Cudi to like trip hop kind of stuff, like Chet Faker, stuff like that. I put it all together. I take the things that I do like. I know now people like electronic music and like dance music, but I don't want to do anything techno, so I got what I enjoy out of it and I put it together.
Now, the music that you've created on SoundCloud, is that included in your album, or is your album something that you haven't quite
By no means.
Yeah.
The stuff I put on my SoundCloud I do as daily projects for practice, in case I ever go to companies, or I also get hired to do video work. So companies will ask me to make them the music to a video. And so I use that as practice. If I'll give myself 2 hours to make a song today in the rock genre mixed with contemporary jazz or something like that, and I mix them together in a certain time limit so as to just better myself and to work on that and see how versatile I guess I can get with my abilities.
Now let's talk about your original song, The Places That You'll Go. What is that song about?
That song is actually, it's a heartfelt song about understanding that there are people you're going to love in this world. And at times, human nature can be selfish. You want to keep them forever. You want to hold on to them. And at the same time, you have to understand you have to let them go and to reach their full potential. And that can be the hardest part. And I guess the beginning contrasts with, kind of being upset about it, not wanting them to get hurt.
Right.
And wishing you could protect them at the end, knowing that they'll always be yours even if they're not by your side. You know what I mean?
It's a beautiful song.
Well,
it
thank
really
you.
is. And then when you filmed the music video, tell me the story behind that, because I see on the 40 acres, and then you're on this beautiful beach.
Okay, so my best friend in the entire world, I started making music my sophomore year, freshman to sophomore year. He found out, he was listening to my music, and he realized that to him it was getting good. At the time I didn't think I was good at all, but he decided, hey, I want to be a part of this. So he picked up the camera and he became part of media programs, and now he films, my best friend films for me. And so we were just on a family trip to Costa Rica, and we just ran down. We woke up at like 5:30. We were trying to get the golden hour. We had taken a little nap or some little break, and we ran down. I ran down with a bunch of shirts in my arms, and he had the camera. We ran down to the beach and tried to film what we could, and it turned out pretty well. And then the airport on the way back, and just a part of an expedition we did out there. But it all just happened to work. When your best friend's the one filming, you can do it at any time. Everything's easy. He can make me look pretty. He can do like that.
He did a very good job, I will say that. Do you see yourself making more music videos with the originals?
See, and that was actually not an official music video. That was just a promotional video, just to kind of get the word out. And I think it served its purpose. He was very upset with the video because he wanted it to be more professional and like tell a story. And I was like, dude, we just need a promotional video. We just need people to know that I'm making music to remind them, And so far on that, we're somewhere around 17,000 views, 400 to 600 likes, and it did well for my first little release out there without any promotion. But I'm really looking forward for what it is to come with the album release coming up in about 2 months.
Now, what can people expect in the future? What's next for Daniel?
I've got projects right now in Toronto. I've got a project in London. I've got one in Dominican Republic, and one in New York. So I'm working on different collaborations with different styles of people and different genres of music. And the album release is coming in about 2 months, so hopefully if you enjoy this, you'll come check it out.
And then for updates, do you have a website where people can
Yeah, it's actually danielsahadmusic.com, and that's S-A-H-A-D is my last name. And from there you can find links to my SoundCloud, my Facebook, my Twitter, all the good stuff in the videos.
Great. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to keeping up with you, and when we come back here on Good Morning Texas, we'll have a live musical performance in studio that you won't want to miss. Stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas. Thank you so much for waking up bright and early with us this morning. For more updates throughout the week, follow us on Twitter at GoodMorningTX. Go out and make it a great Wednesday, Longhorns, and don't forget to try to compete for a chance for our free tickets to see The Perfect Guy. We're going to wrap things up here in the studio with a live performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Sahad.
All right, everybody. This is called Places You'll Go. If you wanna feel with your heart and off the top, don't, I'm sorry, disregard that pain, leave that shit behind. And if you won't believe me when I tell you my advice, this world will knock your heart astray, take away its lies. But if you wanna see all true corners of your mind, just keep your back against the wall, promise me you'll fly, fly, fly away, my love, today. And you won't look back again to check if monsters stole my hope from me. Don't wanna let you go, don't wanna hold you down. So don't leave monsters take those pretty things and keep them on the ground. Afraid lay low, you're gone. One invisible machine, like suede shoes on the boogeyman. So scary but so clean. I'm a monster here without you, but I hate to tell you no. And I never wish to stop you from the places that you'll go. Baby, I'm a blue buffoon. I'm a goblin crawling in that black lagoon. Nervous, coughing, here I'm a prophet, but I've acted a fool. You can't dam up the sea in a knee-deep monsoon, and it's true. The greater you love, the harder you fall. When the heart that you hold fucking outgrows your palm, gone wrong way to treat you when I love you so. Won't prolong or hold you from the places you'll go. Go, 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 go on, baby, won't you ease my mind? Say you won't lose faith till the day you die. Try wrapping arms around you like a new tattoo. Cry the ink bleeds through and the love's not true. I dry lies over time, draw the toxin from my veins. Baby, pain will soon subside. Strip, hypocrite, white knuckles, gloves like glue. Gorilla militant grip, won't let it happen to you. Cause faith lay low, you're gone. One invisible machine. I suede shoes on the boogeyman. So scary but so clean. I'm a monster here without you, but I hate to tell you no. I never wish to stop you from the places that you'll go. These stories that we told from these battles that are fun make me feel so mature, and then they make me feel so goddamn. You know, leave the nest, it's best to let you go. I'll see you from the skies while you boogie down, break it down, feel the groove inside my shoes. I know that you're ready, I'm on my way. You know that skies are gray, but seasons change. Just know that I'll always look out for you. Oh, you're in my veins, you're in my soul, and I can't wait to see you change the places that you go. You're in my veins, oh, you're in my soul, and I can't wait to see you change the places that you go, that you go, go, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, 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 oh. Thank you.